everyone, this is Dude Dreamer. So yes, today me and the Jedi Bender are going to be talking about the next episode of Death Battle, and it's going to be a battle between Lobo from the DC universe versus Ghost Rider from the Marvel universe. So I was really looking forward to this when I first heard about this because we have two guys who are big motorcycle heads and pretty much have a hard time to die, so this is going to be very intriguing. But before we go forward, I want to guys to meet my good friend Richard Core Kenobi, aka Jedi Bender. What's up, Jedi?
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Great to be back doing another prediction. And I'm very excited about this too. I am a huge Lobo and Ghost Rider fan, and putting these two together, I know there's going to be some chaos, but yeah, it's like you said, they're both known to be hard to kill, so I'm very interested to see how this goes.
Yeah, me too. This is sort of like the irresistible force meet the immovable object, but of course, one of them has to be either moved or something. I don't know, but I'm just looking forward to seeing this episode coming pretty soon.
Me too, man, me too.
Yeah. So, anyway, one quick prediction I want to make is I bet in the beginning of the fight they're gonna have a race with their motorcycle respective motorcycles, because I really feel that that's what's going to happen first. They're going to start racing like whose hog is faster and stronger, and then they get into like fisticuffs or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable thing to do because since both of them have very fast motorcycles, why not take advantage of them having motorcycles and just have a motorcycle race? I think that would
Yeah.
be very great to start off with. Very much like how when they had Sweet Tooth in Death Battle, they had him race the Joker in his pimped out Batmobile, and with Flash and Quicksilver, they were both very fast and they had a race and fought each other. So I like to see them do something like that with these two.
Yeah, I think it's more fitting, to do that. And if they don't do that, I feel like it's a very very missed opportunity. But
It
I really
is.
think they should have them race first and then go into fighting.
I completely agree. I think if they were to just go straight to fighting and not take advantage of their motorcycles, it would be one of the biggest missed opportunities you would have with both these characters.
Exactly. So, but anyway, guys, let's quickly talk about both of their abilities and stuff and how they would mesh together in this fight. Let's start off with Lobo real quick. As you know, Lobo's from a different planet. I have a hard time pronouncing the planet he's from and also his race. Do you know how to pronounce it?
Uh, I actually do, I can't really remember the pronunciation.
I know it starts with a C, and I think the second letter is a Z. So
Yes.
it was just, I was like, what is it?
I don't know. I'm trying to look that up.
Okay. Well, anyway, he's from that planet, and he is very invulnerable. Like, you can do anything to him, and he does not die. Like, he can get hurt, but he doesn't die. He's kind of like Deadpool, only his healing factor is much greater than Deadpool's.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah, and also he's a bounty hunter. He's been all over the galaxy with his hog that can actually go up to, or maybe faster than light. Actually, you told me faster than light speeds, and he's also super strong. Like, he can lift up to 100 tons. He even went blow for blow with the likes of Superman. And who else did he fought as well that would measure up?
I say he's pretty much fought in the whole Justice League. He's fought in Guy Gardner, a Green Lantern, and his strength was so strong he was able to break a Green Lantern construct. And that's not just some yes, and that's not something you just do. Like the only person who is that strong to break a construct of a Green Lantern is Superman or someone like Darkseid. But no, Lobo was able to do it pretty easily. He's fought in the members of the Young Justice group. He's gone toe to toe with Darkseid on occasions. Like, he has just fought in everyone in the DC universe except the
Wow.
Spectre and Phantom Stranger. So he's gone up against DC's iconic heavy hitters and immediately been able to tell the tale.
Right. And what's really interesting about this character is that he's banned from heaven and hell.
Yes.
Like, why? Like, why was he banned from heaven and hell? Like, I just don't understand. When I read it, I'm like, wait a minute, he's banned from heaven and hell? What?
Yeah. Well, okay, if I remember correctly, I think he was banned from Hell because if he was in Hell once and he pretty much dominated everyone there. So Satan himself decided to just send him back. He
He
didn't
was
want him.
that bad.
Yes,
He's that bad.
yeah, he's that bad. And when he was in heaven, I think he was just goofing around, and God just decided, okay, yeah, you're banned from heaven. Get out of here.
Okay, so let me get this. Okay, he was too bad in hell, and he got banned. It wouldn't surprise me he would be banned from heaven, but hell,
Mm-hmm.
like Satan couldn't handle him.
No, Satan could not handle him.
Oh my god! I've always thought about characters like that. Like, would Satan handle anyone? Like certain people, but
Yeah.
I guess we found out that there's one character that Satan can't handle, and that's Lobo.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Oh, what? It makes me wonder, like, how come we couldn't have Lobo versus Spawn or something? Because
That would have been a great that would have been a great fight to see, Lobo versus
yeah,
Spawn.
because in a way they're both like outcasts of hell and stuff in a way.
Yeah, and
But
they're both not welcomed into heaven.
yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, like I thought that was crazy. And when I was reading about that, I was like, how in the heck can Ghost Rider kill Lobo? Like, this is death battle. Like, I look at it as this: is that if this was like a type of research battle where it's not to the death, I think there's leeway to find out who would win in a fight. But this is, since it's to the death, how the heck is he gonna be killed? How is heck is Lobo gonna get killed? Like, that's the question I like to know.
That's a question I like to know too. I'm not sure how Ghost Rider could kill him. I mean, I'm almost willing to say it's near impossible to kill Lobo. I mean, you can definitely defeat Lobo, but you can't kill him because his regeneration is on a whole nother level to where he can simply regenerate not only his whole body, but just his whole self from his soul. And that's crazy. And he can even possess other living creatures to help speed up his regeneration. So he's like a caterpillar mixed with a cockroach. He is literally impossible to kill, and he's been up against
Right.
many people that could have the necessary means to kill him.
Right. However, though, I did find out that he is able to be killed, but it has to be a member of his own race, though.
Yeah, which is kind of impossible because he killed his whole race with the science project.
What?
Yeah.
How bad is this guy?
I
How
have no.
bad is?
From my understanding, basically, Lobo comes from a race of people that were very passive in nature. Like there was not a single bad or evil person amongst them. And then one day, Lobo was born into the world. And he was basically just a little shit who got into trouble. He killed one of his playmates, and he was causing all kinds of havoc, and they immediately thought, okay, this is their god, bringing balance to their world. And then one day he went to a science fair because he does have scientific knowledge, because
A
his people.
genius level intelligence,
Yeah,
actually, like genius
yes.
level. And you look at him, you think he's like dumb as dirt, but he's
No,
not. He's actually a genius.
yeah, he can be a little dumb, but he's not like he's not stupid. So he built a science project that, if I remember, I believe it was just a bomb, and the bomb killed everyone on his entire planet, leaving him the last of his kind.
Wow,
Hmm.
just wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just don't know. Wow, I don't know. There might be a possibility that Ghost Rider can run. Since you just told me about, you know, he pretty much destroyed his own race and stuff, but we'll get into that later. But any more about Lobo that you want to talk about?
Yeah, just that not only has he fought everyone in the Justice League, not only is he strong enough to not only lift 100 tons, he's strong enough to break magical barriers, knock out people like Shazam, and but he's also his will. Guy Gardner once said that his will is so strong he can break a construct with ease, as if he was a Green Lantern himself, but he's not. And
Right.
and also too, he's thrown an entire alien entity that has the mass of a sun, and his durability is so insane. He can literally fight from just his skeleton, and he can fight. I'm not kidding. He can fight if his head is completely disintegrated off of his body.
That's
And
nuts.
and the biggest thing, yeah, and the biggest thing is he's like, this is probably his biggest feat to date, is that he killed Santa Claus.
What?
Yes, he killed Santa Claus. The East,
What?
yes, because okay, there's a fan film that was an adaptation of this comic. It's basically a Lobo Christmas special, and
Right.
basically the Easter Bunny hires Lobo to kill Santa Claus because him and the other holidays are tired of Santa's shit. And Lobo not only and Lobo basically marches through the whole North Pole. He kills every elf, and then he kills Santa Claus. Even after, but before that, he was almost tempting him to betray the Easter Bunny when he gave him a Christmas present that Lobo asked for as a kid, but he never gave it to him because he was on the naughty list. But it didn't work, and Lobo shot him, and he then later
Oh,
on, and then seconds later, he killed the Easter Bunny.
wow.
And I know people are gonna wonder, well, okay, what's the significance of him killing Santa Claus? And you guys got to remember, the DC version of Santa Claus is not a joke. He was able to deliver coal to Darkseid on Apocalypse and get past the Apocalypse countermeasures in his sleigh. And the fact that he
Oh,
was able to
wow.
fly from the North Pole to Apocalypse proves that DC's version of Santa Claus is faster than light.
Right.
And he just
This is a
killed it.
missed opportunity because it makes me think of like they could do a Christmas special death battle with Lobo versus Deadpool because Deadpool loves Santa Claus, and
Yes.
when he finds out that Lobo killed Santa Claus, he's gonna get pissed off and he will fight him. I mean, I think they should make a Christmas special of this.
They should.
I think it
I.
should. They should. They should.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. The very last things to mention about Lobo is, aside from his durability, he also has some mental resistances. He pretty much can. Uh, he pretty much is okay. His brain is immune to being mind controlled by all types of different things, like the Starro creatures or just people messing with his mind. He has several countermeasures to get out of that, and he's got a ton of tech on him. He's got bombs that can destroy a city. He has guns that can actually that can bust the planet in one hit. He can look. Okay, he has technology that is capable of holding Deadman, one of the Justice League Dark members, who is a ghost, and
Right.
and his trademark motorcycle, pretty much it has the ability to track him anywhere that he is, and it will only listen and follow him. So if somebody tried to take the bike or get on the bike, it would immediately deploy the countermeasures and stop that person who isn't Lobo from taking it out for a joyride, to say. And his bike is also fast enough to where it can not only move faster than light, but it was able to outrace a planetary explosion.
Oh wow.
And he also has, he mentions that he actually has the ability to time travel and send a bomb back in time that could accidentally kill the dinosaurs.
Oh my god.
And the very last thing, this is one of the last things he has in his disposal. He actually has a Red Lantern ring that was gifted to him from Atrocitus.
Yeah, I read about that he has a Red Lantern ring. So
Yes, he doesn't use it. He just likes to carry it. So that's another thing to add to his advantage. And if that wasn't,
if he never used it, then I doubt that Death Battle is going to be utilizing it, though.
Exactly, yes. And if that's not enough, not only can he just, not only does he have insane weapons, insane speed, durability, but he also, I don't know how this is possible, but he can punch a ghost. He can fight intangible people.
Right.
So Lobo is just a ridiculous character in the DC universe. He's to say that he's their Deadpool is a little bit of an overstatement.
I have to agree with that. I mean, I there's Deadpool has done some things, but Lobo, oh my god.
Exactly.
Yeah.